We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game.
Still first down.
The officials did as well.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tyree Wilson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is. But that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
You talk about this Falcon defense. They played extremely well last week in their win over the Packers.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the Bills at 7-5 now of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And again, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
This. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Now Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Ritter. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Kyer Elam.
Back to throw, Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
At the Bills' 25-yard line.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Working from the gun. Right back to Pitts again. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Robinson diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Buffalo set to get the football back here. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On play action, Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Going play action. Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Ritter now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And it's caught. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
That's their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken at the 46. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Ritter. That is caught. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they've worked on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ritter off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. To the air again, it's Ritter. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Blackshear now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyree Wilson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense...
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have more.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Fighting through pressure. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Bills on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To the air. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Allen. Hauled in on the out route by Melton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He had the touchdown last drive, now up over 1,300 yards on the season, and still plenty of time in this game for him to keep those numbers climbing.
And I like the fact that it's a number that you're not worried about protecting. Because if you're trying to get around, if you're trying to get over 1,000 yards, you get a little nervous, right, at this point of the season. You have a few losses, now you're back below 1,000. Here you're just trying to climb a big-time total even higher.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate that wasn't picked off.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got his man London right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. But a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Ritter from the gun. This is caught. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
An 18-yard attempt.
Two knocks this one through the post. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. In motion is Chenault. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. This pass is caught by London. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Ritter to throw it. Turned to pylon, caught. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and is showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. Handful of carries last time out there. Finished it off, Charles, with a short touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice for him to be able to do that because normally where they were on the field, it's going to take some muscle to get in there, right? It's going to take some power because things are so stacked up, well blocked, and he was able to get into the end zone somewhat safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Several of those carries last drive, he had some good holes, some good options. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. With Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. Going play action. Ritter. Throws right back to London. Complete again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter getting the football to Davis on an out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Ritter off the play fake. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Here's Ritter. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Bills. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Allen. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ritter now.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, caught by London.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And a dump off here to Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Robinson.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
But in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, and Diggs has it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And the Bills 1st down.
On 1st down, Allen. This pass complete to Melton. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyree Wilson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but He's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the number one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
Toss play to Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Robinson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 brings up 3rd and 5.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in